What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to GT Online, and today we got another drip feed vehicle, the Pfister Comet S2 Cabrio, which I think a lot of people are going to be really happy to see this car. Basically the same as the regular S2, but obviously a convertible there, so I really loved how the regular S2 was. Wondering how this car will perform against it. And if you're wondering, I am going to be customizing this in the Arena Workshop, because I noticed the agency, entire garage area is just really dark, and I could barely see what I was doing in there. So let's go customize this thing right now. Jumping right into the customization, let's throw on some armor on this thing, and then the brakes there, moving over to the bumper. So I'm guessing this will be similar to the other Comet. I don't think I'm going to make it look like that one, though. I've always been a big fan of convertible Porsches for some reason. I don't know why. So here are the bumpers on this thing. They do look pretty nice, but I don't know if I want to throw on all that stuff on the front, even though that one does look pretty dope, I'm not going to lie. So that is the regular bumper there. I'm probably just going to leave the regular stock one on there, even though that one does look really nice. So let's throw on the tuner bumper. Moving over to the rear bumpers, we have 11. You can see the grill delete down there, see the exhausts. You can make this thing one of those underground racers if you wanted to, which the other one had the exact same thing as well. So I'm guessing the only big difference with this car is obviously it's a convertible. The spec bumper there. And then there's that one, you could see the rear. I'm not really sure if I want to go with that one, although the Vented does look pretty cool. Let's go with that bottom one there. Moving over, let's customize the engine, exhaust here. Can make the turboed exhaust. That's I think that's completely needed, honestly. Except that is let's go with that one turboed exhaust there just because. And then here are the fenders, which is going to be the vents there. I might leave those off personally though, not a big fan of them, even though they really don't look too bad. That one gives pieces on the back there as well. Actually doesn't look too bad. At least the fitment actually fits the vehicle. Looking at you, some of the other cars, I don't know what that even is. I know the 190Z looking car, I don't know what happened to that thing, but my goodness. Could literally get stuck somewhere with the fenders on like a curb or something. Can you imagine that? So here is the front hoods here. When it comes to the hoods of this, I actually have that one on my current car, and I don't even want to do that with this one. I think I'll make this one a little different here to mix it up a bit. But here are all the hoods. Basically, they are a couple of hoods with different, obviously, colored, secondary carbon, and all that good stuff. So with this one, I might leave it regular, to be honest. I might just leave the regular hood on there. Don't really think anything needs to be put there. Nothing matters about the horn, but you could obviously add a horn if you want. And then the lights, if you're in the Arena Workshop, you could put some cool lights on here. Why don't we actually do that? Why don't we add, let's go with the electric blue lights, and if you guys want to add $50,000 headlights to the vehicle, this is a place to start. And then moving over to the lovely liveries here. That one looks pretty cool. I do like that. That's giving me GT3 RS vibes for some weird reason. I don't know why. I'm getting like flashbacks of Hot Pursuit 2010. So here are the liveries right here. I don't know if I'm putting these on personally. I think the ones that do fit the car pretty nicely though are these. I think these look nice on there. Like that actually looks pretty cool. I'm going to throw that one on there. Get like that Porsche vibe from that. Obviously plates and then respray. For this car, the other one I have blue. I don't want to go too insanely weird with this one. If I did like a lime green, might be losing my mind a little bit now. Let's move it up a little bit and check that out though. I don't know, I think a lime green Porsche would look kind of nice. Let's go with a lime green. I think people are going to really question me on this one. And let's do a black pearlescent here. Throw that on there just like that. Secondary color here is going to be surf blue. That's funny, like that's actually going to happen. Let's move that down and make that black as well. The trim color is going to be inside here, which I'm not going to change because it changes like the whole interior there, as you guys can see. I kind of like when it actually changes like just a little like stitching and stuff. When it changes the whole thing like that. Not a huge fan of this, so if I did make this like green, I'll show you guys what that would actually look like. I don't think, yeah, that's a little too much green, I think. No. So let's move down this way. If you wanted to sell a vehicle, by the way, at $1.1 million as it's sitting right now, probably more if you add a couple other things to it. So here are the carbon skirts, the street, carbon again, arrow, then flares. I don't know if I really like how some of these look. At least they actually fit the car, like they don't stick out really far, so I do like that. Those look pretty nice. They're actually like those. Not sure which one's going to put on here, though. 11 here as well. So at least they all fit the vehicle, so the customization on this car actually looks pretty dang good. For this one, though, I'm probably going to end up leaving it just regular, although that does look pretty nice. Why don't we throw that on there? Now I want to know everybody's opinion, by the way. What do you guys think of convertible cars? Like, honestly, I know a lot of people are mixed on this, and I want to know, like, what do you guys think about that? So I know a lot of people really don't like them, other people do. I really want to know your thoughts in the comments below on that. I'm gonna put the, I gotta put that splitter on there. That looks pretty nice. And moving over to the spoilers here. So we have the carbon stock deck lid. I said duck, which is obviously not what that says. And then moving down, we have the carbon wingless deck lid. Then we have that one, then we have a high. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put any of those on there. Not really digging these too much. I might just leave the regular stock one on. I think that looks pretty nice. I don't know what it is about convertibles. I'm not just a huge fan of them. I do like them for the most part, but that is all the way lower down there. Transmission, turbo, and then we could do the wheels, which you know I'm going to have to go with the most likely the street class here. Throw on a nice set of rims on this thing. I think I put that set on the other car, the regular S2. Not on this one though, I'm going to do something different. Those are the rims that actually came on the vehicle there. So for the rims on this car, I think I'm going to go with something... Ooh, those actually look kind of nice on there. Ooh, so do those. So I'm actually going to go with those on there. Make those black there, tires, let's do that. And then we could do the design here. I might actually leave these off. I'm not really a big fan of sometimes how they fit the vehicle. I don't know. I just like, do I really want to put that on there? I'm going to leave those off as well. And then let's move down to the windows and do a light tint there. And that is pretty much it when it comes to the customization of the lovely S2. I really do like that thing. If you guys are looking to do the headlights, definitely bring it to the Arena Workshop. I think it is worth the $50K because the headlights look really cool. This car does have those newer style Carrera headlights on there. So they do look nice. So I got those nice rims on there. I have the... line down there. I think lime green actually for this car nicely. I didn't want to do the huge turbos down there, so I just did the twin. I think you could do like 4, I believe that is. Let me take a quick look actually. Oh, it's in the exhaust actually. Could be going to the wrong one. Yes, that adds like, it looks like an extra one in there. I don't even, maybe. It looks a little different. You can see the sides don't come up on the headers there as well. So, I mean, yeah, just going to leave that one on there. But overall, let's go drive this thing and do a top speed run, and I really want to see how this car drives. We are now outside with the new Pfister Comet S2 Cabrio, and I must say this car looks amazing. Let's just look at that. Let's listen to it. Sounds really good. If you are wondering, compared to the regular S2 that is in the Los Santos Tuners update there, you cannot lower this vehicle if you are wondering, which I think a lot of people might be a little upset about, but it does make sense, I guess, because it wasn't part of that. But anyway, let's go drive this thing. First, I have to open it up. We have to do that first. So there's that. Obviously, the back doesn't open because of the convertible there. Goes there. There's the front. It has the frunk. And then the doors are open all there. And the interior in this car probably is going to be basically pretty average, I'd say. So yeah, it's nothing too crazy. They're pretty much like the other Comet as well, but you can't upgrade the interior like that one. And if you are wondering, before I have to drive, I have to open this thing up. So let's hold the right on the D-pad there. See how the animation looks. Ooh. I think I like hard tops a lot more than soft tops. I don't like the soft tops. I'm just not a big fan of them. So Cabrio on this thing does look pretty awesome. I gotta admit that. I'm getting like Hot Pursuit vibes right now. So acceleration. Let's see how this thing will do in the city. I know the other Porsche, that thing is really fast. I should say the Comet, but basically a Porsche. That car is insanely fast, especially when it's lowered. I think when I actually damaged it a little bit, I was doing like 160. They might have fixed that though, because I noticed the Calico wasn't as fast as it was before, at least what I was noticing. So right now in the city, obviously I'm hitting bumps. I'm doing 130 around that right now, so that's pretty fast. Flying through the city, obviously bumps will make this car a lot faster, which I've been noticing. So maybe not lowering it might be a good thing. When you guys lower the car, obviously the handling completely leaves the chat. All the cars really don't turn at all when you lower them. If you're trying to use them for like time trials and stuff, I really would not lower them because they pretty much do not turn at all. So far I gotta admit this car is, whew, sounds really good. I really do like how the back spoiler lifts up there. Looks really good. It lifts up at a certain speed. It actually looks nice. Did a really good design on this car. I do like how it looks. Slightly reminds me a lot of the Speedster as well, actually, how the back end looks there with the Cabrio down, which might have been what they were going for. Let's take a left here. Right by the police station. No, Martin. I can't answer your call right now, sorry. And then I destroyed my vehicle by running into somebody. Luckily, I did not break anything. Thank you, 100% armor. So I'm going to head over to the highway now, I think, and take it that way and drive it up into the, well, pretty much Blaine County over there, because the highway's a lot better over there for top speed runs. Kind of hard to test the top speed on the vehicle riding through the city, because every car does like 150 through here normally. You hit a little bump, the car boosts like 10 miles an hour, which is kind of hilarious. Let's take a left here. So we are now entering the highway right now. Let's see what this car can get to over here. So I've been pretty impressed so far with the speed. Been averaging over 130. Obviously hitting bumps right now. The car just almost at 150 right there. So that does make it boost a lot. I notice in this area a lot of cars do go pretty dang fast. So that's probably one of the main reasons for that. Hitting a little bump there. So 130 is pretty dang impressive. So I'd say they obviously fix that by not allowing you to lower the vehicle. This car's definitely going to be up there for speed. If you're wondering as well, this car's in the sports category. Definitely going to be a great competitor in there. Especially with this car's handling is actually really good from what I can see so far. As I almost spin it out. So I just lost some speed there, obviously trying to spin the car out. I like testing it on flat ground though, because when you do that, the car really can't get bursts of speed, and it really shows you what the car can actually get to. Why don't we do a little brake test over here as well when I get on the straight line, so I can get a little more speed. So 133. Let's do the brake test right now. Actually pretty dang good. So now we're by the tunnel. Let's do a top speed run on the lovely Cabrio here. So I have to admit one thing, obviously a little over 1.7 million. I definitely recommend looking at this car. I think a lot of people might look at the regular S2 as well, but I do think this car does look really good as is. You obviously can't lower it like that one, but this thing does get up to speed pretty nicely. The handling, honestly, isn't the greatest on this car, at least what I've been noticing anyway from driving it a little bit. Kind of loses itself a good amount. So doing a top speed run right now, let's see what this thing can actually get to. I'm thinking around flat ground. Probably around 130 or so is my guess, maybe 129, something like that. It's a little bump there, boosted to 130, flat ground here. So top speed on the Cabrio most likely will be pretty similar to the other cars as well, I'd say. I love how the speed in GTA is like 130 on like a supercar. I just think that's absolutely hilarious to me. But then again, if you could do like 200 miles an hour in this game, I think the game would like crash itself into the ground though. I think it would like blow up. On PS4, I know the Vigilante would pretty much break the game when I used to hit the boost on that thing back in the day. So it looks like your top speed is going to be around 128 to 130 miles an hour on this car, which is pretty dang impressive. The brakes on it are also pretty dang good, and then the acceleration, if you guys want me to do a launch real fast. Launch is pretty good. Now, if you're wondering if this car is all-wheel drive, let's test that out right now on this highway ramp. Sorry, everybody, I'm going to block the entire road. Maybe I did not pick the best place for this. So this car is obviously going to be rear-wheel drive, as you guys will see right there. Another easy way to show this is when it launches, it spins really bad. Overall, I gotta say this car is definitely worth a look. Now, if you guys are in the market for these vehicles, I definitely recommend taking a look at this vehicle. So it's going to be right over here in Legendary Motorsports for $1,797,000. That car will be a little bit cheaper than the regular Comet, which is over here. Now, this car will allow you to lower it, which I do think makes a little bit of a difference with speed if you are on the highway, at least what I noticed. But overall, the only difference with them I see is one being a convertible and one's not. They both seem really fast. This car is obviously awesome. And then the lovely new Cabrio looks really good doing it as well. Thank you all so much for watching.